Hey, I'm Jidenna Ozoh, and I'm your host of the Be Honest Show. Today I have guest with me, Jamyest Williams. He's an NCAA football player at Georgia State University. He transferred from the University of South Carolina this past year. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So you came in your freshman year at one of the biggest football schools in the country, in the SEC, the University of South Carolina. So what was that like at the age of 18 playing on one of the biggest grand scales in football?
I mean, it was surreal. It was like a movie, you feel me? But I enjoyed every moment of, making plays in front of 90,000, 100,000 people, feel me? It's a feeling like another. It's a dream. I'm just living my dream.
Word.
Yeah.
So I'm sure since you were a kid, you dreamed of, playing on TV. There's even the games like Road to Glory where you're literally, as a high school football player, aiming to get to this destination of playing college football. Yeah. So now you finally made it. You're a high major Division I player at South Carolina. What does that feel like?
It was great, man. It was great, you know what I'm saying? I enjoyed every moment of it. Just working, getting up and working every day with my teammates, feel me? Like, even the hard times, you know what I'm saying? When you just like, you don't know if you want to do this or not, but you gotta just think about this, what you dream of, what you love to do, you know what I'm saying? You just know this hard work will pay off.
Word. So, that really brings me to, you're a college athlete. You played in over 30 televised games nationally. So do you feel like there's any misconceptions that people have about college athletes?
No, not really at all, besides stereotypes, you feel me? The stereotypes of athletes, you feel me? That I guess females have on athletes that they just dogs and just want to have a lot of females, things like that, you feel me? But we're really human, just like everybody else.
Yeah, I feel it. And I'm glad you point that out. There's a lot of girls who don't even give y'all a chance on social media. So, yeah.
In person, you feel me? You feel me? They just feel like we just some cocky dogs.
Or do you feel like you benefited at all, with women just based off of that?
Kinda. Cause you know the real from the fake.
Yeah, for sure. You started off at the University of South Carolina. That's where you started your college career. Now you're here in downtown Atlanta. So you just brushed on women a little bit. How would you say women in Atlanta are different from women in South Carolina?
I had to say the women in Atlanta are more, you feel me, more classy, as of South Carolina, you feel me, more country, not really black.
Okay.
Not really black women, you feel me, so I love Atlanta.
You like to have your queens around you.
Yeah.
That's one thing we definitely have in Atlanta. We're spoiled with beautiful black women. If in your childhood you had to pick between Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel, which one would you have picked? And I ask you that because I feel like that actually says a lot about you.
Nickelodeon, man. I had to have my George Lopez.
Word.
I had to have my George Lopez that night.
So you was late night kicking it with Benny, Carmen, and all them?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I would actually say the same about myself.
Word.
Yeah, I started off as a kid, like definitely rocking with Cartoon Network, but by the time I got older, like the Zoe one-on-ones, just Drake and Josh, everything. So yeah, I feel you on that. Definitely a Nickelodeon kid myself. So I'm just wondering, would you rather marry a 10 with a horrible personality? I'm talking about she got a stank personality, she stresses you out, but she a 10, she's bad. Or would you rather be with a 6, but she treats you like a king, she cater to you? What would it be?
I'm gonna take my 6, man, because I want to marry my dog, you feel me? I want to be able to have that relationship with that woman, you feel me? As if I even think about messing up, I just want to think I'm messing up a relationship with my dog, you feel me? Because I want my girl to be my best friend, you feel me? So I take that 6 all day.
For sure, bro. I feel you on that. So any of you girls who thought that, these football players, these college athletes are just dogs, nah, you can see who's have a sweet spot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel that. That's how I feel. I feel like I would never even step into a relationship unless I felt like that person was like my best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you ever had that?
Not yet. Almost.
Okay. I feel it. So we still got a lot of time ahead of us. So Jamyest, I heard you're vegan. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I wouldn't think that based off of me. You a football player. You think that you would eat like a very high protein meat diet just off the surface. So why'd you make the decision to be a vegan and avoid animal products?
I recently just did a couple weeks ago. I just feel like it's healthy for my body. I feel like it'll make me feel more explosive and just like more, made me have more energy. Feel me? I feel like it's healthy for my body because people don't, the stuff that they put in our food at the fast food restaurants, things like that, they're not telling us the cholesterol and how bad it is for us and how all that stuff building up is going to really destroy us in the long run. So I just really want to take care of myself now. So in the long run, I can feel me just be able to have fun and do what I want to do.
Yeah, health is wealth for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, so when did you get game to the effects of, eating a lot of these products that, they give us, that they serve to the masses?
Because I noticed the difference. I noticed the difference in my body. You feel me? If I eat like a Chick-fil-A sandwich meal or like a meal from Wendy's or something like that, I'll feel sluggish and tired, and I just got tired of feeling like that. You feel me? I want to have energy to be able to get done what I need to get done instead of feeling sluggish and like I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that, bro. Living here at the Mix, I'm blessed that I have a racetrack right below me. So as soon as they built that, I was literally just drinking Arizonas every day, B. Like, I didn't drink any water at all. But I can literally feel it. And it's like, since 2020, that was actually one of my resolutions to, drink water. Yeah. And all I've been doing is drinking water. And I literally just feel a lot better each day.
Yeah, hydrated,
yeah. So it's crazy how, like, the food that you put into yourself, it actually reflects.
100%. 100%.
I've actually heard that you can literally be in a state of depression just based off of your diet.
Definitely. When people get depressed, they want to eat. You feel me? But they don't realize eating all that is nothing but making it worse because all that food just sitting them there, especially if you're not working out.
For sure. I heard they call that comfort eating.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people who must have got big off of some heartbreaks.
That's exactly what it is, comfort eating.
That's tough. Okay, so you're vegan. That's definitely something about you that took, me by surprise. Yeah. Is there anything about you that people don't usually expect?
I like cats, you feel me?
Word.
I like cats and I like going on walks in the park and sleep by myself. Just reflecting on life, you feel me? What I need to do.
That means that you're gonna do amazing things. Some of the greatest minds and most successful people like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, those people were known for taking walks every single day and disconnecting from their phones and stuff. So
reflecting. You gotta reflect on your goals and what you want to do with yourself.
So is that what you do when you're taking your walks? Are you thinking about the future and what you want for yourself?
Definitely.
Okay, that's dope. So I want to play overrated and underrated with you, right? So I'm gonna throw you a subject and you tell me overrated or underrated, and you tell me why. So TikTok.
Underrated as hell, man.
TikTok.
Okay. Listen, y'all. TikTok is the funniest app touch this planet. It's just like it's Vine 2.0, but it's better than Vine. People not really hip to TikTok. Once you get hip to TikTok, you gonna thank me later. No cap.
Okay. Dope. College parties.
Overrated. Because people got this perception of movies, all these little frats and things like that. But really just be chilling, you feel me? Vibe, might holler at a couple females here and there, chill, kick it with your boy, turn it with your boys and stuff.
Yeah, I'm already knowing. I actually feel like we have more fun at high school sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on that one, did you have more fun at USC parties or Georgia State parties?
Bro, I really ain't experienced some Georgia State parties yet, but USC was decent. There was a really bar element. They wasn't really a house party element. There was really like a bar element, like a downtown 5 Points area.
Okay, dope. Okay, living in Atlanta.
I love the city. Feel me? I love going to class in the city, man. I feel like you just dream every day, walking through the city, just looking at these buildings, just looking at these corporations. Feel me? I feel like you just dream. Rather than South Carolina, it was a little country. Even though Columbia is like the capital, it's just still country and a lot smaller than Atlanta. You feel me? Atlanta, I feel like I can dream all the time.
I actually have this saying to myself that, anybody can have a big building in the city, but can you have two? Mm-hmm. That's the type of inspiration I get from being out here. Okay. Michael Jackson.
Man, Michael Jackson, man, king of pop, man. Underrated. I feel like we don't talk about Michael Jackson and feel me and appreciate how much he's the king of pop, how much he perfected his craft, you know what I'm saying? He still motivates some people to this day, you know what I'm saying? How his work ethic and how he perfected the music and the art, you know what I'm saying? But I always love MJ, man. He's underrated as freak.
Bro, I love to hear it. That's my favorite artist of all time, bro. I literally have his work all over my crib. So I love that. The blue check on Instagram, because I see you valid. I see you have the blue check. Overrated or underrated? Be honest.
Overrated. I feel like it's overrated for me because people get this perception that it means something. It really don't mean nothing, you feel me? It's really just something that's on your page. People get And that's another thing too. People get the perception of social media. It's a life of reality. People don't see the real stuff you go through on a day-to-day basis, the struggles and things you go through. They see the reality, and they get the wrong reality, and they live that reality. Some people judge people off that reality. You feel me?
For sure.
It's overrated as hell.
Okay, I feel that. Juicy crab.
I love juicy crab. I ain't gonna lie. Juicy crab underrated. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. I go there with my pops, my older brothers.
What you be getting when you go?
Crabs.
You get the crabs?
Yeah, gotta get the crabs.
You get the juicy special?
Yeah, definitely. Got to.
Yes, sirski. Yes, sirski.
Yeah, just follow me on the ground, man. JAMY0602, man.
Hey, so Jamyest, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm glad we got to get your perspective and one of such a talented, promising athlete. So we appreciate you having you on the show, and we look forward to having you again, brother.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.